Welding is a process of joining two similar or dissimilar metals by fusion. There are different types of welding methods in use, in which we are discussing the arc welding process. The process in which an electric arc between an electrode and a workpiece or between two electrodes is utilized to weld the base metal. Now we are going to discuss different types of welded joints, in which the first one is butt joint. In a butt joint, the parts lie in the same plane and are joined at their edges. The next one is corner joint. The parts in a corner joint forms a right angle and are joined at the center of the angle. The third one is lap joint. The lap joint or the fillet joint is obtained by overlapping the two plates and then welding the edges of the plate. The fourth one is T joint. In a T joint, one joint is right angle to the other in the shape of letter T. The last one is edge joint. The parts in edge joint are parallel with at least one of the edges in common and the joint is made at the common edge. Now we are going to discuss different positions of welding, in which the first one is flat position. Flat weld is almost horizontal. The metal is laid flat. This is also called downhand position welding. The next one is horizontal position, in which the axis of the weld will be horizontal. The third one is vertical position, in which the axis of the weld is almost vertical. The last one is overhead position. Welding is performed from the face and underside of the joint. It is also called uphand welding. This welding requires more skill and patience. Next, we are going to discuss some tools and equipments used in welding. First one, arc welding power source. Both direct current and alternating current are used for electric arc welding, each having its particular applications. DC welding supply is usually obtained from generators driven by electric motor or if no electricity is available by internal combustion engines. For AC welding supply, transformers are predominantly used for almost all arc welding where main supply is available. The next one is welding cables. Welding cables are required for conduction of current from the power source through the electrode holder, the arc, the workpiece and back to the welding power source. These are insulated copper or aluminium cables. The next one is electrode holder. Electrode holder is used for holding the electrode manually and conducting current to it. These are usually matched to the size of the lead, which in turn matched to the ampere output of the arc welder. Electrode holders are available in sizes that range from 150 to 500 amps. The next one is welding electrodes. An electrode is a piece of wire or a rod of a metal or alloy with or without coatings. An arc is set up between electrode and workpiece. Welding electrodes are classified into mainly two, consumable electrodes and non-consumable electrodes. The next one is hand screen or hand shield. Hand screen or hand shield are used for protection of eyes and supervision of weld bed. The next one is goggles. These are fitted with colored lenses and are used to protect the eyes from harmful heat and ultraviolet and infrared rays. The next one is gloves. These are required to protect the hands from any injury due to the heat of the welding process. The next one is apron. Aprons are the protective clothings to keep away the exposure of direct heat to the body. There are two types of aprons available. There are half aprons that offer lower waist protection and full aprons that protect the welder's entire front side. The next one is tongs. Tongs are type of tools used to grip and lift objects instead of holding them directly with hands. These are used to pick up and hold hot workpieces. Tongs are generally made of wrought iron or steel. The next one is chipping hammer. The chipping hammer is used for the removal of slag after arc welding. The hammer is of robust construction and well balanced. When working on stainless steels, a chipping hammer made of stainless steel must always be used. The last one is wire brush. A wire brush is used for cleaning the welding surface, removal of slag, rust, etc. A wire brush is a tool consists of a brush whose bristles are made of wire, most often steel wire. Now we are going for the demonstration of the work. This is the power source used for arc welding operation. It is an oil cooled step down transformer. We will get a high ampere low voltage output from this power source, which will be sufficient for melting the workpiece. This is our electrode used for welding. The positive terminal of the main supply is connected to this electrode. This is our earth clamp or the negative terminal. We are connecting this terminal to the work table made of steel. So when we place workpiece on the table, it will become the negative terminal. This is our work table used for welding. It is made of steel bars. First of all, fix the electrode in the electrode holder like this. Now, this is our workpiece used for welding. It is made of mild steel and has a dimension of 100 millimeter length and 40 millimeter width. First, we need to clean the workpiece using a file. Here we are going to make a butt joint. For that, we need to fix the two workpieces like this with a gap of 2 millimeters. This gap is provided for filling filler material while welding. Spot weld at these 2 points and line weld along this gap. Place the two workpieces on a horizontal table. Switch on the main supply. Now, wearing the shield, spot weld the workpiece at the top and the bottom. After that, straight weld between the workpiece from top to bottom like this. We can see the welded portion there. After that, switch off the supply. Now, using tongs, hold the welded workpiece and take it out for further operations. This is the chipping hammer used for removing the slag. Holding the hot workpiece with the tongs, chip the slag using a chipping hammer like this. After that, clean the surface of the weld using a wire brush. Our butt joint is ready now. After that, keep the tools back and clean the workplace properly.